Let her break up with you. Let her break up with you. You see, when you're in a relationship with someone, there's a certain amount of respect that you give to the person. And so when I am not comfortable with somebody in your space and I talk to you about it, not scream at you about it, but I speak to you about it, I am expecting that you respect me enough to consider my emotions. One of the most important things that someone needs to look at in a relationship is consideration. If you're not considerate of your partner, you don't love your partner. I know people come in the comment section, I need everything, leave, but you, can you stay? Hi guys, it's an exciting time to be in your presence again. This is the POV/Dear Ikea. My name is Nanekia Adepa, as you know. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. Today, I'm out of my house. I'm shooting out of my house for a reason. And so I'm shooting at NF Studios. You can contact them on their social media platforms in the description button and then shoot in their studio. Beautiful setup, ain't it? Period. Now let's get into what I have for this session.
Let's have it.
Dear Ikea, kindly keep me anonymous. I've been thinking a lot about my ex and how things ended between us. It's been weighing on my mind. I'm just 25. I met this girl in my first year in tertiary. She was a course mate. Bonding over late night study sessions and becoming close friends. I developed feelings for her, but she was already in a relationship. I respected her honesty and boundaries after expressing how I felt for her, and we remained friends. Fast forward to our final year. We got into a funny situation which got her saying she was single and was now interested in me. I still had feelings for her and was also single, so I decided to give it a shot. We started dating and things were great initially, just like in all relationships. We had issues but settled them while we were still in school. However, a few months after school, I noticed a change in her energy and communication style over time. She didn't call as much as I did. I confronted all the time and she was usually defensive anytime I brought up such issues. She doesn't know what to do again because she feels she's doing her best. I loved her so much and wanted this to work. We lived in different regions and financial constraints made it tough to visit each other, and we had just finished school and had nothing going on at that moment. One day she posted about an ex on his birthday and the caption felt like a red flag. I felt disrespected, especially when there was a time where I saw on her phone that she had saved her ex's number with an emoji and mine without. Mind you, this was after we had just settled an issue while we were still in school. I didn't react well. I refused to pick 2 of her calls one time and didn't call her back. We went silent for 3 days. I tried reaching out after that, but she ignored. I called about 10 times, all without a reply. One day, she finally replied my text saying how sorry I was for the way I reacted, but the damage was done. This was exactly what she said in the text. My energy is no longer available for you. I didn't know how to react, honestly. I was so much into this girl. We are now apart and I'm left wondering if I was to blame for the breakdown. Was I too sensitive about the post? Should I have communicated differently? It's hard to shake off the feeling that things could have been handled better. What do you think? Things could have been handled better. But I also think that she had already made her mind. And then when you decided not to pick her call, because what happened to, I offended him and he didn't handle it right. So if I've called him and he's not answering and now he's calling me, let me pick up and hear him out. And then maybe we can resolve it from there. What happened to that? So I think that she saw an opportunity to walk out and she took it. I mean, that's what I think. People in the comment section should also try out and let's see. Share your opinion.
Let's have it.
Dear Ikea, I have a story to share and I need your opinion. I'm in a relationship and I really do love my boyfriend very much, that it's affecting me. Before we both started dating, we were friends, but not that close. When I accepted to be his girlfriend, everything was fine. He was very sweet and a caring man. So one day I visited him in his house and saw ladies' things in one of his bags. So I took a video of it and put the things in the bag again. I didn't talk to him about it when I go home. I told my friend about it. And she said, all today guys are the same. But Ekuya, my friend went to my man's workplace as if she's going to buy something and then told him what I told her. That's a frenemy. That's a frenemy. That's not a friend. That's a frenemy. Because if you didn't want to have that conversation, she had no right to have the conversation for you. She had no right to go and tell the man for you. And the funny thing is that I have had this experience in my life. There was a time where I had a friend and I called her my best friend. And I told her something and I said, you know what? I do not want this person to know. And in her infinite wisdom, felt like she was the best person to transfer the information to the person. Destroyed my relationship with that person, even though we were already on a thread that needed to tear. And she tore it with that. And the unfortunate part of it is that when I confronted her about it, asking her why she did that, she told me she owes me no loyalty. And that was it for me. So I think that's a frenemy. That's not a friend. And I don't know how your man responded to it, but I also feel like when it happened, you could have asked him so that you don't assume too much. What if they are his ex's things? You should have thrown them away. But what if? I don't know, but all I'm trying to say is that your friend did not try, and you should have also asked. Assumptions are not good.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Dear Kia, this is my story and I need serious counsel. Okay. I traveled from North to Accra in 2021. Then I was not married and I used to do yogurt business. So during the Christmas break, we organized a party. So the daytime, my friend and brother introduced me to Ashawo. Wow, in Ashaima. So I got into it. So later, in the midnight, I can go there to have sex at any time I want. But hear this. In this case, I'm married and I'm still always going there to do this. And I'm having feelings for other ladies. So dear Ekuya, what can I do to stop cheating? Whew. Ooh. I think I've had a conversation with this guy because when this thing happened, he actually wanted to talk. And then after the conversation, we then, had a few talks one and one, one for some time. And I think he's doing better now. But what I told him was that, one, this cannot be normal. That you go there for just once, just to have an experience once, and then it becomes a thing that you now do it consistently. It is not normal. I went ahead to ask him, a few other things, and then he told me, I don't really want to go into the details of the conversation because I don't really think that I need to tell you guys a lot of it. I just need you guys to help him on how to handle this situation. How do you think he can stop? Maybe now he has stopped, but maybe this would also help him to, know what to do more moving forward. Right.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Ekuya, keep me anonymous. I'm a lady of 27 years and I've been single for some months until I met this guy. He's calm and caring. He does everything for me and treats me like a queen. We have dated for 3 months now. I know him from school, that's JHS, but never talked to each other in that time. But we are dating now and he's not Ashanti. I used to have issues with tribes, but ever since he came into my life, I've realized it depends on the person, but my mom isn't okay with it. Dating a frafra guy. I want to be with him and he wants to marry me, but the problem is my mom said she doesn't want it. What should I do? Haha, tribalism. Ha. You see, I like that she said, I had an issue with him. I have experienced him. He's not like that. Let your mother experience him. How? Let him go by himself. I say this every time, and I say it because I know it has worked. Someone came to me with a similar situation. That my mom doesn't like the guy because he's a particular tribe. And I don't know what to do because I like this guy and this guy is good and da 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 da. And I said, allow the man to go on his own introduce himself to your mother and tell your mother where he's from and plead her case, like plead his case to your mother, and then let your mother know that he's not there to destroy you. And then after a few back and forths, wasn't fights, few back and forth in communication, the mother calmed down and decided to know the guy, and they are good now. And so let him go and plead his case. Let him go and plead his case. You take him to your mother, do an introduction, and after the introduction, leave both of them to sit down and talk as human beings. Forget a tribe. Because you can marry someone from your own tribe, the person will beat you to stupor. You can marry someone from your own tribe, and the person will treat you nyama nyama. You marry somebody from another tribe, and the person will treat you like the queen or king that you are. So this tribe thing, it is a big problem that we need to start curbing it. Because if we don't, it won't help. People will lose the love of their lives because of this.
Let's have it.
Dear Ekia, please, I'm dating a certain lady on campus, but she's having male bestie that she's always working with. She gives him more attention than me. And whenever I will talk about this, she becomes annoying. And she always threatens me with breakup. What should I do? Let her break up with you. Let her break up with you. You see, when you're in a relationship with someone, there's a certain amount of respect that you give to the person. And so when I am not comfortable with somebody in your space and I talk to you about it, not scream at you about it, but I speak to you about it, I am expecting that you respect me enough to consider my emotions. One of the most important things that someone needs to look at in a relationship is consideration. If you're not considerate of your partner, you don't love your partner. So if she's not considerate of your emotions towards the relationship she has with that so-called bestie, she doesn't love you enough. And so if she wants to break up with you, let her break up with you. And I bet you that the moment she's done with you, give her 2-3 weeks, the bestie will become her boyfriend. Because that shit is not a bestie relationship. It's not.
Let's have it.
Dear Ekia, I'm a girl of 25 years and I met this guy 4 months ago now. And I love him and he loves me too. But he has a lady outside the country who has been gone for about 4 years now. This guy in question is very loving and caring and I love him. Please, I need your help. What should I do? What should you do with what? You're dating somebody that has a girlfriend. What has he told you that has made you think that he's going to leave her in the long run or they are going to stop the dating? They've dated for what? 4 years. She's been out of the country for 4 years, and in that time, are they dating or not? And you want me to come and tell you that, oh, be with him. Maybe he'll leave that girl. Don't be stupid, girl. Because you'll be here now, then we see wedding bells, then you come and cry me now in my DM that I've been dating this guy for years, and he has gone to marry his girl from outside. Do not put yourself in places where people can use you, because right now you are the sleeping mate, you are the sex mate until the woman comes or until he goes to see the woman. Then what do you become? Right. Think about it.
Let's have it.
I got married just 7 months ago and my wife has been trying to get pregnant, but to no avail. My wife has had 2 miscarriages. One, she took 1 herbs for infection treatment and that me and my mother-in-law had warned her not to take. Now, I caught her chatting with her ex that is married and she wants to be a second wife. I asked her before the marriage if she had ever done abortion, but she swears that she hasn't. Meanwhile, in the chat, she reminded the ex of the abortions. Not abortions she had done for him. And she told him she's taking pills so that she won't be pregnant, that she wants to leave our marriage because she never loved me. It's her relatives that made her marry me. Please, if you're in my shoes, what would you do? I'll let her go because that's a trouble brewing. Even if you have a child with that woman, you would have to do a DNA to make sure that child is yours because she's sleeping with her ex. I know marriages are not that easy to walk out of, But if she's not someone that is ready to change and grow, it'll be very difficult to actually get her to sit in that marriage. She's already having conversations of being a second wife to an ex. Is that not bad? Is that not shameful? Is that not disrespectful? I know people come in the comment section, I need everything, leave, but you, can you stay?
Let's have it.
Finally, the last story. Some men chase what wounds them and run from what heals them. They will save money just to conquer a woman they see as a prize, not a partner, because their ego craves validation, not love. A woman who loves them deeply feels too real, too vulnerable, and too confronting. So they reject her not because she lacks value, but they don't recognize what healthy love looks like. It's not love they want, it's control, image, or the thrill of the chase. That's not maturity, that's emotional brokenness dressed in pride. I think I love this. This write-up is basically for the whole nonchalancy and emotional unavailability thing that I spoke about some months ago. And I like that it was a man that has written this. You see, nonchalant men and emotionally unavailable men, they like women that like them because it feeds their ego. It makes them feel like they're men. They don't know that that is weakness wrapped up in pride and ego. And if you don't take care, that is why they like the women that will chop their money and treat them bad. And tomorrow they'll come and sit there and say, women are scam, women are that. All women want in relationship is money and status. Status, but what status do you have to offer? You don't got it. Thank you for watching the episode. I'm excited that you came to watch. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and then share. This has been the POV/Dear Ikea. My name is Nanika the Panda, and I'll see you in the next episode. But as you know, as I always end it, Jesus loves you. Bye.